Okay, Assalamualaikum and good morning to everybody. So today we are going to look at our next topic in the real estate marketing. Okay, so today we are going to look regarding strategic marketing planning. So for developing strategic marketing planning, this is some of the definition given by several authors. By Kotler and Armstrong 2010 states that an organization needs to develop its overall strategic planning to develop and also maintaining a strategic fit between the organization's objectives, available resources, and also evolving market opportunities. So the keyword here is regarding the objectives, the types of resources, for example, human resources, the assets, and also the facilities that is available at the property development. So strategic planning is also done at the corporate level and will be used as a framework that sets the overall planning of various levels in the organization. So like the picture here is an example of an organization or even a development. So if you have the opportunity, you can go and visit this shopping mall at City Mall, which is, as compared to other shopping malls in the area, is considered quite successful, based on the occupancy rate and also the number of visitors that come and visit. Okay, some of the example also, this is the master plan. So using this kind of plans, we can help to market the development more efficiently, as we can show the prospective buyers or even the prospective visitors what kind of facility that we have, what kind of projects that is going on surrounding the development. As if you can compare towards your assignment, so this is the type of surrounding area that I've been talking about. So the surrounding areas can be used as a part of a marketing factor for the subject properties. So developing strategic marketing planning, the aim is to mold and also remold the company's business and products so that they yield the target profits and growth. So it means that the important thing here is that the business itself can grow and also eventually make money in the long or even the short term. So the bottom line also is with that is that we can generate revenue from this. So strategic planning is a process that charts out the cost that the company will take in relation to marketing, and it includes having to need a clear company mission, which is market oriented, company-wide objectives based on the mission, and also developing competitive approach within the market. So this is some of the stages in the marketing planning process, which is to specify market-oriented mission, to develop measurable company-wide objectives, to establish the business portfolio, and developing strategies at business units, market, and product level. So like this graph here showed that how, like the carbonated water company Coca-Cola says that they need to double the size of the business, and they have to improve relating towards their distribution and creativity. So why I put Coca-Cola is that, as you can see, the product itself is actually the same. Like in 100 years ago, it's the same product, but how they are going to market their product, how they are going to penetrate the carbonated water market, and what kind of other products that can be spin off from the original Coca-Cola. Like in the graph here, it states that this is the original Coca-Cola, and then the Coke Zero. Other than that is Fanta, Sprite, or even Diet Coke. So if you can see, even though they have the same product as being offered 100 years ago, but also they can diversify. They can diversify without changing much of the content of the product. So it means they are having diversification on the market itself. So therefore, they will have at least something new to offer every once in a while. Okay. Other than that, this is the graph that shows the type of marketing being used by them. The classic Coca-Cola, the zero sugar Coke, the diet Coke, even the poster, every job needs the pause that refresher. This poster is from way back years ago, but nowadays the company also try to keep up with modern marketing techniques, which incorporates more towards social media, more towards electronic advertisements as compared with physical posters like this. So through exposure on the electronic forms, so they can penetrate through um, a much broader market and also much broader audiences. So the first objective there states that you have to specify the mission of the business. You have to define the business mission statement. You have to state what is the organization's purpose, that is what it wants to accomplish. So in this sense, this is the type of incorporation that you have to need in your organization. So that's why in the assignment also stated that you must have the company vision, mission, objectives. So therefore, it will be clear of what is your company is trying to do, what is your company all about, and telling to the people out there that this is the business that we are involved in. So this is some of the graph that shows what type of marketing. So your friends think that you are very stylish and everything, and then your mom says that, oh, in order to conduct marketing, you are just being a cheapskate. You are trying to save costs. What your boss thinks you do, things that you are not efficient and everything, what the society thinks you do, meaning you are trying to hypnotize people in order to purchase your product. What do you think you do? So you are thinking that this is the best and everything, thinking like a genius. So what do you really do? So actually is like in the picture here is just repeating, repeating the theory and everything, and incorporating it inside the business. Okay. So a well-rounded mission statement answers the following questions: who are our customers? What is our business? And where are we going? So if you can relate this towards your case study, like if you are using theme park, so the customers of course is the visitors towards the theme park. So they come and then they purchase the entrance ticket, and then they can enjoy the facilities being offered there. So what is our business? Of course, the product itself must be clear. It's not going to be a very vague product. So if you are selling a quick rate scheme, so it's going to be very vague as compared to if you have a physical product or you have a professional services that you can offer. So in your case study, of course, your business is providing fun commercial services to people. People come there to enjoy themselves with their family, enjoying the facilities, enjoying the food, the surrounding areas, even taking pictures and buying souvenirs. Okay, so a market-oriented business mission statement is defined in terms of satisfying basic customer needs. It replaces the traditional mission statements, which are more towards product or technological focus. Okay, so in this sense, it's more towards you are fulfilling what the customer wants and what the customer needs. Okay, uh, like the pictures here, even the customer, even as absurd as what the customer wants, but we have to try and fulfill them. So in that case, for you to measure the satisfaction of the customer, you can give them a type of form that they can rate. Either they are not satisfied, satisfied, very dissatisfied, or very angry with the services being given, or even the products. eh. Like you can see here, it's a typical uh, customer service oriented products, whereby the customer, they can line up for hours or even days, in order to get the products that they have been anticipating, a new product from the company. I know you can try to relate this towards technological company like Apple, whereby there's a new iPhone 10, iPhone 11, upcoming iPhone 12. So people are willing to line up because they wanted to become the first one to purchase and also use the product, because they see that the product is something that they are very satisfied with, and then they are willing to fork out the large amount of money to purchase them. Okay, so number two, the objective is for you to develop measurable company-wide objectives. So a company must ensure that they meet certain criteria when setting out the objectives. The company has to ensure that each objective is realistic, measurable, time specific, and also consistent with the organizational mission. So if your company, you have to set out and aim or objectives. So let's say if you wanted to generate revenue, you set up, we have to generate revenue at least 1 million ringgit per year. So that kind of objective must be realistic, and you must know that even though the objective is going to be hard, but it is um within the ability of you and your teammates to achieve it. Okay, the expectation, like you are dressing up your hair like this, you are thinking, oh, this is the objective that I am aiming for. So the general thing that is what it looks like in reality, but nonetheless, it is something that we try to achieve it. Even the advertisement like this one, like in the Burger King, the advertisement is very nice. The bun is very fluffy, the lettuce, the tomato, the patty, is all very juicy looking, everything. But what you get in the reality, just a very squished up burger. So sometimes this is all the work of advertisement or even the marketing team. So in the marketing team is going to be looking very perfect, very nice, very beautiful, but eventually uh, it's not the same as what you get in the outcome. And the third objective is the establishing of business portfolios. So when company are large, they may have several business portfolio. So a business can be defined in three terms, such as the customer groups, the customer needs, and also technology. So you have to have a strategic business unit which have a separate mission and objectives and can be planned independently from other company business. And SBU may develop for a company's division level, for a product line, for a product, or for a brand. So sometimes strategic business units is available inside the very big corporate companies, whereby it is just their sole duties to revise what is the current and also present objectives of the organization, and even planning in the long term. So they will help the top management in devising these strategies and also business portfolios. So companies that have many business must be managed strategically. So a strategic business unit has three characteristics, whereby it is a single business or a group of related business that can be planned differently from the rest of the company. It has its own group competitors, and it has a manager who is accountable from strategic planning and profit performance, and who monitors most of the conditions influencing profit. So this type of manager is usually also inside our organization is a top level management. So this kind of manager can either be the COO, Chief Operating Officer, or even the CEO itself, the Chief Executive Officers. So this is some of the types of business or organizations that is uh, becoming very vague, and even under investigation themselves, because they didn't set out clearly what is their objectives, what is their goal, what is the specific measured business strategies and everything. So sometimes when you operate in the shadows, or even doing things allegedly unethically, I don't know, so it's still under investigation. So sometimes we will deal with problems or even scandals like this. So we are trying to avoiding our organization from becoming scandalous. So uh, try so you must follow all of the rules and also regulations set out by the authorities. Okay. Analyzing the current business portfolio is for you to ensure that the firm uses its strength to match the available business opportunities. So many companies use portfolio techniques to evaluate alternative strategies and also allocating resources across the number of business. It allows a firm to maximize the firm's business and to ensure satisfactory profits. So in this sense, you must find out what is the core of your company, what is the availability of assets inside your company. When you conduct this kind of analysis, then you can see the strengths, the weakness, and the kind of opportunities that you can have, and even the threats that is available. So basically, you are conducting a SWOT analysis. Okay. Other than that is for you to find out some of the theory relating towards this, which is we can relate towards the BCG matrix, whereby if the market share, if you can see here, is market share is high, but the business growth rate is low, then it will become a cash cow. So cash cow meaning you don't have to grow your business anymore. It's already at the very top, but and then you also gain the market share that is very high, like in our country, more like towards sugar refinery companies. The market share is very high, but you don't need to grow much. Or even our own utility company, which is Tenaga Nasional. Tenaga Nasional have not only the highest, but is the majority in the Peninsula Malaysia. They are only the sole provider of electricity, so their market position is very high. So they don't need to grow as much as they want. Okay, as compared to if you have a low market share and even you have low business growth, then you are at a very critical point. Might be either you have to improve more, or even you have to liquidate your business, meaning you go out of business. Okay, so if the market share is high and the business growth rate also at a high level, then it is a very good area and also opportunity for investment. Either they can go public, and then the consumers can purchase the shares of the company in order for them to generate revenue or even dividends. Okay. And then if your business growth rate is high, but the market share is low, you have to follow, whether for investment or you remain divested. Divested meaning you try to improve what is available inside the organization. Okay. So this is the explanation that I've given relating towards BCG group matrix before. And then the number 4, the strategy is for you to think about the future portfolios. So after evaluating the current business portfolio, a company might want to decide on which business that should go in the future. So a company may also decide to expand or downsize the future business portfolio. Like what is happening right now in Malaysia, if you can see like retail shopping, retail hypermarkets, like in Giant. So they are not expanding, but they are trying to downsizing their business portfolio because of the decreasing profit and also revenue. So therefore it is not profitable for them to operate as much stores as before. So when I read through the news, I can see before previously Giant have around 120 hypermarkets, but right now they are already closed several of their outlets, so it's just left with around 70 or 80 hypermarkets only. Okay, some of the examples of good picturesque products being offered on the design base. So on the design it can be very beautiful, but sometimes in reality we might not know. So based on the design, we try to aspire the types of products that is quite futuristic for the future, and see, and also try to convince the investors that this is what we are going to look at afterwards, okay, in maybe 10 or even 20 years of time. Other than that is expansion strategies. If you going to diversify your products, what you are going to do, do you need to penetrate the market, you need to have market development, the product development, and also the product diversification itself. So this is some of the theories being used for the product or market expansion as provided by Ansoff 1957. So for penetration, firm will try to increase market share, market development, try to find new customers, expanding more, finding more bases, offering up products for the diversification. Like if we can relate back to the Coca-Cola picture, they diversify, increasing sales, increasing new market shares, having new products, diversify. Like in our global scale, like Samsung. Samsung, they not only have the phones, but they are also diversifying their market, like they are providing um, utility vehicles, also like Honda. Honda not only have cars, but they also have motorcycles, they have um, components, they have components in mining, they have components in robotic, pharmaceutical events. Okay, so this is also an example of futuristic things to do, and like this one is the Palm Jumeirah in the Dubai, but sometimes in reality they do not pan out as well as they projected it to be, but nonetheless it's a very good futuristic design. Like this one is in the Netherlands, whereby they envisioned that they wanted to take over some of the land from the sea, and then they can further improve their land sizes, so that more developments can be made in the country. Okay, if your company is not doing very well, then like I said before, like the company Giant, they have to go and downsizing, because several reasons, like having irrelevant products, lacking experience, or even product obsolescence. Like nowadays in the technological advances, people are not sending out physical mails anymore. People are sending out emails, electronic mails. People are sending out texts. People are sending out WhatsApp messages. So the kind of product that is available inside the global scale is evolving, and then some of the products from the previous ages or eras is being left out, and then the companies that is offering this kind of product, they have to either downsize or even shut down their business. Like also another good example is that the Kodak films, the one that we put inside our cameras before the age of digital cameras, whereby you don't have to buy the Kodak films anymore. So the company, they didn't innovate fast enough, and then right now they have to go to downsizing, and eventually they have to apply for bankruptcy, meaning shutting down all of their businesses. Okay, so that's about it for today, and I hope you all can benefit from the lecture, and please do use the lecture for the benefit of doing your case study and also the tutorial session. So with that, I finish up the lecture today, and I bid you wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.